Welcome to the beautiful city of Veracruz. Located in the state of Veracruz on the east coast of Mexico. After spending 2 days here at the start of my adventures through the nearby state of Oaxaca, I think it might be one of the most underrated cities in the country that not nearly enough people are talking about, especially when it comes to history. Hernán Cortés founded it as La Villa Rica de la Veracruz. It was the main port in Mexico for shipping things to and from Spain. Because of its prime location close to Puebla and Mexico City, it was captured and attacked many times, including by the British, French, and US pirates and governments. So let's get exploring. But first, let me show you where I'm staying. Good afternoon from the Fiesta Inn, Malacon, Veracruz. It's one of the nicest hotels that I could find that's like centrally located literally, I got upgraded right along the Malacon. They could really do with cleaning the windows, but we got a sea view. I think they could probably do with calling it a port view, but it's pretty nice. The room is spacious. I got a double room, which came with 2 double beds, unnecessary, but I always like to have one to put my stuff on so that I can really like unload. And then we've got the one with the sea view to wake up to. Let's see what else we got here. We've got a desk, which I've already taken lots of things out. 24-hour room service, which is pretty cool. What are we looking at for prices? Club sandwich, 331 pesos. That is $17. Maybe I won't be doing room service. 2 big beds. Love a coffee in the room, but a little disappointed that in the home of like Veracruz coffee, one of the most famous things about Veracruz, this is the coffee I used to buy in Mexico City. It's from Oaxaca. We got a nice big old TV, a little mirror, some very crooked art. This is a quality piece of equipment here. I haven't even looked in the bathroom yet, so we'll find it out together. Classic little sink. Where's the light? Where's the light? Oh, no, there's the light. Oh, there's the water. I was wondering if there was any water to drink. We have body lotion. I love when a hotel has body lotion and tissues. We have, that's actually a really nice shower. Plenty of towels. What's the towel test? They're a little rough, but overall, that's fun. Okay, so you gotta come in and close the door, which is fine. You should close the door when you're gonna use the toilet. And more soap, shower gel, and 2-in-1 shampoo. I always have to bring my own conditioner to Mexico because there's just never conditioner in a hotel. It's like everybody has really dry, frizzy hair, or everyone packs their own, I guess. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna take a nap because I have been awake for 36 hours. Took a red eye here. If you missed that video, I'll link it up here. 10 out of 10 do not recommend red eye flights in general, especially an aisle seat. See you after we nap. After a short nap, I headed out in search of lunch, and it ended up at one of the most famous spots in the city center, La Parroquia Cafe. I sipped some limonada and enjoyed a picada, a thick corn tortilla topped with refried beans, cheese, eggs, and plantains. All this sunshine was making me crave a cold dessert. There are 2 rival spots right across from each other with essentially the same name, so I headed to Huero Huera, since it was calling more to me specifically. To have some nieve, a sorbet-like ice cream made with fresh fruit. I couldn't pass up my favorite flavor, mamey. Looking for a shaded place to sit and have my nieve. I think I found it. I sat in the Zocalo and enjoyed the buzz of people coming and going, and then the church bell sounded. I didn't get my phone out in time, but it played a tune that you might be familiar with, La Bamba. Yes, La La Bamba. Before it was a #1 hit on the charts, it was actually a Veracruz folk song. After sitting here for a little while, I noticed that a stage was being built, and shortly afterwards, a group of dancers went onto it. I love when you are surprised by an unexpected show or event happening when you're traveling to a new place. As the sun was setting, I walked along the Malacon and decided to have an early dinner. The taxi driver I had on the way from the airport told me that there's a street by my hotel full of hot dog stands. I'm not one to pass up a good hot dog, so let's go see what they got. Got the hot dog to go because I saw a few other people doing it and I thought I could make a mess in the privacy of my own hotel room. Plus there's nothing better than having like takeout food in a hotel room, getting in bed and watching really bad TV. As soon as my taxi driver told me that there was a street full of hot dog vendors, I knew that I was gonna have to check it out tonight because I leave tomorrow before dinner time again. And as much as I love like traditional Mexican food, you guys know I love like trying the food that's local to the place that I visit. That's what I did at lunch today. But you sometimes also have to eat what the locals eat. And this hot dog is, first of all, it's so heavy. It was 40 pesos, so $2. They had all different types. They had like all beef. I got a turkey sausage that has cheese like stuffed into it. And then they top it with tomatoes, cooked onions, chorizo sausage, avocado, a piece of like sandwich ham, and then melted Oaxaca cheese. And then there's like this whole salad bar where you top everything up. So I love these like pickled jalapeno carrots. They're like in with it. They're hot. I got some pineapple, and then I squeezed a little bit of salsa on it, but I don't think it's gonna need this. How do you eat this? The cheese is like a solid unit. Oh, the carrots are everywhere. I think I need a fork and a knife. There's cream on it also. Like Mexican sour cream. It's so good. On that note, I'm gonna eat this. Watch some bad telenovelas. Go to bed. And we're gonna wake up refreshed after a full night's sleep. And we're gonna see the sights a little bit more tomorrow. Hopefully it's gonna be sunny. We can walk along the Malacon. So until then, good night. The next morning, I was awake around 7 a.m. and decided to head out for a jog along the Malacon to combine some exercise with sightseeing. The fishermen were getting their boats ready to head out for the morning, a few people were swimming at the beach, and some of the restaurants were starting to open up. When I was jogging back around 8 a.m., I even saw a few people having a breakfast beer. Ooh, I'm red. Good morning from the Malacon, the boardwalk here in Veracruz. The further south I came from my hotel, the warmer I got, and the more beachy feeling it got. And now I'm in front of one of the main beaches. I'll show you loads of shops and restaurants and stuff. Pretty cool. I passed the aquarium, which also has a wax museum next to it, so a fun stop for families. There were some colorfully painted buildings along the boardwalk, and the beach was so calm and quiet at this time of day. How great is that? A little water stop along the Malacon. You can rehydrate. Even had a little thing for the dog to take a sip. I really like this town. City, let's say. It's quite big actually. It's sprawling, but the tourist area is like pretty compact. And the Malacon is long. I mean, I turned around way before it was over. I did about a mile down and then a mile back. That's enough for how warm it's getting, as you can see from my face. After my run, I got back to my hotel, took a shower, and then headed out to explore the city. The Baluarte de Santiago is a beautiful old fortress. There used to be 9 of these bastions that made up the city walls, but only this one remains, making it quite a sight to behold in the middle of a bustling modern city. Then I strolled through the city center over to the post office and telegraph building, which is one of the grandest of all of the buildings that I saw in Veracruz. This is the original telegraph and post office building here in Veracruz. It's still the post office. Probably no longer send telegraphs, but I read a story about these lions. It's an unconfirmed story, but still a good story. And it goes that when they first built this building, there are 4 lions, 2 at each entrance. They were made of bronze. They went missing. Somebody took them, they think. Now they're just concrete lions painted gold. There's definitely a lot of past grandeur here. You can tell from a lot of the architecture. There's a ton of history. The Malacon that I went running along this morning was so beautiful. And the Zocalo is also great. I wish I could spend a little bit more time here eating around at the different restaurants. There seem to be a lot of really good food options. It's certainly not home to the best beaches that I've been to in Mexico, but it is a really cool city and well worth adding onto an itinerary if you wanted to go see a few different things around Veracruz, the state. Jalapa is really cool. Or if you're going to start a trip like I'm about to, where we're going to drive through the state of Oaxaca, through a couple of really beautiful little towns, artisanal areas where there's just a lot of culture and cool things to see and eat. I hope you enjoyed exploring Veracruz with me. The city has a lot to offer. It's easy to get to from the US, and it's a great jumping off point for exploring more of this region of Mexico. I can't wait to come back and eat some more hot dogs. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time.